All right. So let's get started in child's pose today. So spread your knees out wide, big toes come together to touch. Sink your hips back towards your heels and reach your arms forward. Your forehead rests on your mat. Just taking a minute to settle in here to the space, to right now. Take a full deep breath in through your nose, fill up your belly, expand your rib cage, breathe all the way up through your throat. And then open mouth, exhale, let something go. Another one just like that. Big, full, deep breath in, fill up. And then sigh it out. Then seal your lips and begin to cultivate your Ujjayi Pranayama, your breath of fire. So it's breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Using a slight constriction at the back of your throat, kind of like you'd be fogging up the mirror, but with your nose instead of your mouth. Nice, long, full, deep breath in. Through the nose, breathe out. Another breath in. And a breath out. Gently press yourself forward and come into tabletop position, knees stacked under your hips and your wrists stacked under your shoulders. Spread your fingertips out wide to give yourself a nice strong base. Pull the heels of your hands towards your knees and your knees back to activate your core. Reach the crown of your head forward as you reach your hips back. Then reach your right arm forward like you're giving someone a handshake. Your bicep frames your ear. And then reach your left leg back behind you. Flex your toes. And just find your balance here. Level out your hips. Keep your core engaged. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, bring your elbow into your knee and crunch in around your spine. Inhale, extend your arm and leg long. Exhale, crunch in, Sudbury crunch. One more time, breath in, extend. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, reach long, pause. Bend your back leg and grab your foot with your hand and press your foot into your hand to get a little bit of a stretch in your left quad here. Take a big breath in. And exhale, gently release your knee and your palm back to the earth. And then switch outside. So left arm reaches forward. Right leg reaches back. Find your balance here. Bicep frames your ear, like you're giving a handshake with your left hand. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, sunbird crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch in. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, pause. Bend your back leg and grab your foot with your hand and feel a little stretch on your quad. Big breath in. Exhale, gently release back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, spread your collarbones out wide, cow pose. Exhale, round and curl, press into the palms of your hands, cat, gaze at your belly button. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat, round and curl. One more time, inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your spine, cat. Then come back to that neutral tabletop position. Plant your hands slightly forward Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. And begin to pedal out your feet right away here. Bend one knee, straighten the other, and then switch out to the other side. Beginning to take an inventory of any sensations in your body, where you might be sore or tight, and also maybe where you feel loose and flexible. Spread your fingers out wide to take some pressure out of your wrists here. Generous bend in your knee, lift your hips a little higher and press your chest slightly closer to your thighs here. Inhale, shift forward into high plank position. Shoulders stack over your wrists, your heels over the ball mounds of your feet. The crown of your head reaches forward, so there's a nice line of energy from your heels all the way to the crown of your head. Big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, just warming up the core here. Inhale, shift forward. High plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, stretch forward into plank, pause, and then slow with control, lower all the way down onto your belly. Keep your palms next to your chest, and then press all 10 toenails into the mat to lift your kneecaps off the mat. Inhale, lift your chest up off of the mat. Little to no weight in your palms. Maybe they are floating here. Gaze down to keep your neck long. Breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your chest. Baby cobra. Exhale, release. We'll flow one more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, press up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and take tiny steps to the top of your mat. Let your feet be hip width distance or wider. Grab for opposite elbow. Bend your knees generously. Maybe your torso even slightly rests on your thighs, maybe not. Shift your weight forward into the ball mounds of your feet to release your your torso here, and sway from side to side. Shake your head, no. Nod your head, yes. Just let your head hang like it's coming from a string, just nice and loose from your neck. Big breath in. Exhale, release your palms down onto the mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch, maybe a slight sliver between your heels. Slight bend in your knees and slowly rise all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Place your palms together and then draw them into your heart space. Gently close your eyes and set an intention for your practice today. If you don't have one in mind, I offer up just staying present with your breath. So no matter what happens, if you stay with your breath, it will be a successful practice. Take a full deep breath in, and an open mouth, exhale. Another breath in. Blink your eyes open. Exhale, release your palms down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Grab for your left wrist with your right fingertips and then reach up and over towards the right, giving a nice stretch along your left side. Press firmly into your left foot here. Shift your hips to the left. Really feel those intercostal muscles. Inhale through center. Switch out your grip. And reach on over towards the left. Your hips shift over towards the right. Feeling a nice stretch along your right side. Inhale, come through center, release your grip. Then cactus your arms and take a little baby back bend. Shift your hips forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Shine your heart up, gaze up. Inhale, get nice and tall, reach up. And then exhale, swan dive forward, fold at the hips. Nice, slow with control to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Your thighs or shins press back. Reach the crown of your head forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Nice neutral spine here. Breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Option for chaturanga here, or move into baby cobras that we did before. For chaturanga, lower halfway down, no lower. Untuck your toes, shine your heart forward, straightenish out the palms of your hands, gaze forward. And just roll over your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a big deep breath in, reset. And a cleansing breath out. Inhale, gaze forward towards the top of your space. Exhale, travel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time we'll flow through that. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, flat spine as you rise. Reach up overhead. Exhale, place your hands into your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, grab your wrist, shift over towards the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, reach towards the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms, baby back bend. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, or your flow that you need today. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, draw your hands into your heart. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, stretch towards the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, reach over towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, fold at the hips as you lower. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, or your flow. Skip it all together if you'd like. That's always an option. And we meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. And then bend your knee, open your hips, your knees pointed up towards the ceiling. And then find a couple circles, one direction from your hip, and then the other direction. And then come back to your three-legged dog. So square your hips down, flex your toes back towards your face. Your pinky spirals down towards the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your knee into your nose, shift forward into that plank. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. This time, step your right foot between your palms. Lower down onto your knee. Inhale, rise, crescent moon. Stack your knee over your ankle. Squeeze your inner thighs together here for stability. Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears. Breath in. Exhale, shift your hips over your back knee. Reach your arms back behind you to airplane your arms. Flex your front toes back towards your face. Reach your right hip back, your left hip forward to square your hips. Shine your heart forward, nice and proud. Inhale, come back to crescent moon. Tuck your back toes under. Squeeze your inner thighs together for stability. And then exhale, lift your back knee off the mat. Reach your arms behind you, airplane your arms here. Nice long line of energy from your back heel through the crown of your head. Squeeze your pinky fingers together. Inhale, crescent lunge. Stack your shoulders over your hips, reach your arms up overhead. Again, shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe bend into your back knee to get a little bit more depth here. And then straighten-ish out that back leg without losing too much depth. Keep your core nice and engaged here. Breath in. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Let your back pinky toe edge line up with the short edge of your mat. Reach your right toes forward. Shoulders stack over your hips. So don't be leaning forward or back here. Shrug your shoulders down. Reach your fingertips out long. Gaze over your front middle finger here. Inhale, straighten-ish out your front leg. Reach up and back, reverse triangle. So you really want to reach up and then just feel a nice stretch along your right side. Shift your hips forward so that your right hip tip kind of goes up a little bit to give yourself a little more space here. Breath in. Exhale. Bend your knee, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Launch off into your right leg. Kick your left leg back behind you. Any bend in the knee here is fine to reach your palms down towards the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your left foot to meet your right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach up. First one here. So find the stance that works for you. Maybe feet together, knees together, or maybe feet hip width distance apart, as long as your knees stack over your ankles. Sit a little bit deeper, biceps frame your ears here. Gaze forward so your heart is still nice and proud. Big breath in. Exhale, swim your arms back, airplane your arms. Really feel your triceps engage here. Inhale, swim your arms forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, or your option. Inhale, Adho Mukha, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Bend your knee, open up your hips. Your knee's gonna point up. Then again, find some circles at your hips one direction, then the other direction. And then square your hips back. Reach your left leg behind you, flex your toes down. So all 5 toes face down towards the earth. Big breath in, lift your heel a little higher. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Crunch in. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. And then step your left foot between your palms, lower onto that back knee. Inhale, rise. Crescent moon. Find your stance here. Shift your left hip back, right hip forward. Shrug your shoulders away from your ears as you reach your fingertips up. Breath in. Exhale, shift back. Flex your left toes back towards your face. Slight bend in the left knee here. Shine your heart forward. Inhale, swim forward back to crescent moon. Make sure your back toes are tucked under. Squeeze your inner thighs together for some stability here. And then exhale, lift your back knee off the mat, swim your arms behind you. Again, find that nice long line of energy from your back heel to the crown of your head, like you're on a starting line. Inhale, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up overhead, shoulders stack over your hips. Again, maybe you bend into your back knee here to find a little more depth. And then straighten-ish out through. Stack your left knee over your ankle here. Big breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Front heel intersects your back arch. And your back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Energetically pull your heels in towards your midline to engage your legs here. Shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. Gaze over your front middle finger. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reverse triangle. Reach up and back. Shift your hips forward. Really find space along that left side. Breath in. Exhale, bend your knee. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Lift your right leg high. Flex your toes. So they're facing down like in three-legged dog. Lift your heel a little higher. Exhale, right foot meets your left. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. We've been here before. Exhale, swim your arms back. Option to go into drinking bird. Lift your heels up off the mat. Find a little balance here. Gaze on one non-moving point. Inhale, back to chair. Arms forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Or your flow here. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in to reset. And a big breath out. This time we'll flow one breath, one movement. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent moon, rise. Exhale, half splits with airplane arms. Inhale, crescent moon, back toes are tucked under. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, frame your front foot. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Stay with your breath here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. We meet back in downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze in. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits, airplane arms. Inhale, shift forward, crescent moon. Back toes tuck under. Exhale, crescent plane. Inhale, shoulders stack over your hips, crescent lunge. Exhale, we open up into warrior two. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Inhale, standing splits, reach your heel high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, drinking bird. Reach your arms high. We're moving them a lot here. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Find your flow back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your heels up onto the bottoms of your feet. And then exhale, bring your knees down onto your mat. Maybe grab some water. As we build heat here. And then come back into child's pose. To take a minute to reconnect back to your breath. Noticing the heat that we're building here. Slow down your breath. Take a 4 count in through the nose. And a 4 count out through your nose. Rock your forehead from side to side. And then shift forward. Lift your hips up and back. Come back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a big breath out. We'll flow that again, this time adding on. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze in. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits, airplane arms. Inhale, crescent moon, back toes tucked under. Exhale, crescent plane, pause here. Begin to shift your weight forward into your right foot, and then slowly rise and launch forward into full airplane. Keep your left toes flexed back, level out your hips. Gaze on one non-moving point on the ground. Keep your heart nice and proud here. So you almost have a little bit of an up dog in your chest. Inhale, swim your arms forward. And then exhale, slowly bend into your front knee and lower back down. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up and back. Pause here. Tee out your arms. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, tick-tock your arms. Full triangle pose. So shift your hips back this time to give yourself some more space. Don't put any pressure on your knee here. So just let your right arm rest and then gaze up or down, depending on how your neck feels today. Take a big deep breath in and a breath out. Slowly bend into your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, swim your arms behind you. Plant your left foot firmly into the ground. Lift your right leg up high, reach your arms up overhead, one-legged mountain. And then place your right ankle over top of your left thigh and sit down and back like you did in chair. For standing figure four, keep your right toes flexed to protect your knee here. And again, keep your heart nice and proud. And just breathe into your right hip here. Find a non-moving point to help with your balance. And then just breathe. Take a full deep breath in. Breath out. Maybe you sink your hips a little deeper. Inhale, rise, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank. We flow back to downward facing dog your way. Breath in. And then a breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze in and up. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your palms. Lower your knee down. Inhale, rise. Crescent moon. Exhale, half splits, airplane arms. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, crescent or airplane crescent. Pause here. Find your stability. You know where we're going. Find that core engagement. Slowly shift forward. Full airplane pose. Up dog in your chest. Keep your right toes flexed. Level out your hips here. You've got this. Inhale, swim your arms forward, warrior three. Exhale, slowly bend into your front knee. Tap your back leg down. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Reach up and back. Keep that front leg straight-ish. Tee out your arms, reach forward, shift your hips back. Then just tick-tock your arms. Keep a slight bend in your knee here so you don't lock it out. Take a moment to connect back with your breath. Breath in. Big breath out. Straighten that front knee. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Shift your weight into your right foot this time. Inhale, one-legged mountain, reach your left leg up. Exhale, place your left ankle on your right thigh. Sit your hips low and back. Find that non-moving point for your balance. Left toes are flexed back. And just breathe into your left hip here. Big breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank and pause here. Slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Place your palms at your sides and place your right ear onto your mat. Belly down, Shavasana. Feel your heart beat into the mat beneath you. Bring your gaze back to center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Then lift your legs off the mat and lift your chest off the mat for locust pose. So use your interlaced arms to help you lift your chest a little higher. Draw the heels of your hands together. Breath in. Exhale, release back onto the mat. This time your left ear goes down onto your mat. Gaze towards the right. Bring your gaze back to center. Then bend your back, bend your legs, and then grab for your feet with your hands If your knees came out when you did that, just draw them back in together. Then inhale, lift your chest up off the mat. Then kick your feet into your hands for bow pose. Feel yourself rock forward and back as you breathe in and out. Big breath in. Exhale, gently release your feet. Immediately press yourself back into child's pose to give yourself some space to breathe. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Rise up onto your knees. And then just swing your legs out to either side. And bring your legs out in front of you for staff pose. Maybe pull some of the fleshy parts of your bum away so you feel your sits bones pressed into your mat. Any bend in the knee here is fine. I have really tight hamstrings, so I like to bend mine a lot. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And then exhale, fold at the hips. And then just drop your arms down and find a spot for your arms. And feel a nice stretch on your hamstrings. Keep your toes flexed back. Shine your heart forward towards your toes. Big breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, rise back up to sitting. Reach your arms forward. And then slow and with control, lower all the way down onto your back. When you get there, bring your knees in towards your chest and rock from side to side. Extend your left leg out long. Draw your right knee up and around your rib cage. Half wind relieving pose. To find some compression in your ascending colon here. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale, draw your knee over towards the left across your body. T out or cactus out your arms. Stay committed to keep your right shoulder pinned into the mat. So that means your knee is floating like mine is here. That's totally fine. Option to gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Draw your knees back into your chest. This time, extend your right leg out long. Draw your left knee up and around your rib cage, half wind relieving pose. This time, compressing your descending colon. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, draw your knee over towards the right. Again, keep your left shoulder pinned down. Maybe you gaze over your left shoulder here. Inhale, come back to center. And then just draw your knees up the wall here. So let your feet, your ankles stack over your hips. And you can keep your knees bent like I have here. Option to stay here or option to move into plow pose or shoulder stand. For plow pose, begin to reach your toes back behind you. Keep your hands supported on your low back, especially if your toes do not reach the ground like mine do not. You'll notice here that it's a little harder to breathe as you are compressing the front side of your torso. Breath in. Exhale, slowly lower back down onto your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest and rock from side to side. Move into happy baby. Grab for the inside or outside edges of your feet, whatever keeps your low back on the mat. And then find what feels good here. So sway from side to side. Maybe bend and straighten your legs to kind of be like a happy baby, like the pose. So whatever that feels like or looks like for you, just find what feels good here. And slowly bring your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and pull your head up towards your knees. Maybe even give your knees a kiss in gratitude. Take a big deep breath in. Then exhale, release into final Shavasana. Let your feet fall out wide, your arms fall down. Shrug your shoulders under to lift your heart up. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue fall off the roof of your mouth. Relax the muscles in your face, your cheeks, your forehead, and the space between your eyebrows. Soak up this time here to just be as you are. Know that I will guide you out when it's time. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. And then sigh it out as you sink into the mat beneath you. Find gentle movements in your fingers and your toes. And let those grow into circles in your wrists and your ankles. Reach your arms up overhead. Point your toes, maybe arch your back. Good morning stretch. Then draw your knees up towards your chest and roll onto either side. Pause for a moment here in this transition. Transitioning off of your mat. And then gently press yourself up into a nice comfortable seat with your eyes closed. Bring your palms together to your heart center. We'll take one final breath together. Full deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale. Draw your thumbs together to your forehead, your seat of intuition. Thank you so much for showing up on your mat today and finding this time for yourself to just be here and be present. We bow forward to seal our practice together. Namaste.